Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This reading is going to be for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is your mid-March 2020 reading. I'm seeing Aries energy here coming in, which we're going into Aries season at the end of this month. I feel like, just globally, collectively, societally, things will start to hopefully pan out around that time, as well as for you personally. I feel like there are going to be certain upticks, okay, either in like changes in your environment, perhaps traveling, changes in your work, okay. It feels really good. Let's see what the messages are coming up for you here, Taurus. I just did Aquarius. They got a message as well of remembering to rest and rejuvenate, which we're all sort of being forced to do right now, right? So that's always a good reminder. Spending time in solitude there, okay? Number 9 coming up. So what are the messages for, whoa, cards are flying. Whoa, that's so funny because Aquarius just got that same obstacles and challenges card in the same exact position. Okay, what are the messages for my Taurus? Oh wait, actually that came up like that. So let's leave it. What are the messages? I don't really read reversals in this deck, but I just think there's actually a message tied there with that foundations and achievements card being reversed, and you have choose wisely coming up. Okay, so in your heart chakra, okay, lots of chakras coming up for people right now, which I'm super happy about because I am writing a newsletter this week about the chakra system and the chakras. So if you're interested in that, do subscribe to the newsletter. You can find the link down below if this is YouTube, or in my bio if this is Instagram. Okay, so getting into your reading, Taurus. Obstacles and challenges, and number 5, which speaks to changes, okay? There is some Tower energy coming up in some of the readings today, okay, which can speak to sudden or unexpected change, or sometimes when I see this card along with like that Fool energy, but more along the line of like, yeah, the Fool energy, which can represent Aries, is what I meant to say, that Aries energy, which can be the Fool, needing to take a leap of faith or a risk here, right? It's a relatively small leap, a long way down though, right? And so it can be kind of scary to do that, okay, or to take that risk or that leap of faith. I feel like you have a lot of guidance and support around you, be it in the physical realm or in the spiritual realm, okay? Whatever this is, I feel like you're definitely, which again, heavily collective energy right now, in a state of needing to make choices or decisions, and perhaps you're experiencing some sort of mental conflict over what it is that you're needing to decide between, okay? I think I'm actually gonna read from the book for this card because in particular, this card is really standing out to me, Taurus, and it often reminds me of, the sign that comes just after you, which is Gemini, and being of two minds about something, okay? I didn't find it. Let's see. Let me try that one more time. Is this it? Nope. Where is it? Losing valuable time. Okay, mental conflict. This card deals with the inability to move forward as self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. It may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. Just remember that you have the strength, courage, and power to make all the necessary considerations. When you decide to act and finally make the choices that need to be made, then and only then will a resolution be forthcoming, and with it a sense of mental relief. There is assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel to help you make the right decisions. Listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will soon be yours. And that's actually a theme, that harmony theme did come up in the Gemini reading, and I did sense some disharmony in their reading, as well as some focus on the heart chakra, which again is coming up for y'all here as a point of focus. Okay, you'll notice there with the color green. Okay, and again, subscribe to the newsletter if you're interested in getting more information in the monthly newsletter this month about the seven main chakra system, okay? The next card you have coming up, number 2, movement, choices, and decisions. And with this red border here, this is indicating that this is a physical or like tangible sort of choice or decision here that you're needing to make. Perhaps you are in fact thinking about moving or about traveling. And as we know right now, plans are very up in the air. Perhaps you have existing moving or travel plans that have sort of been thrown topsy-turvy, okay? And that's what you're sort of thinking about. And if you notice, I actually put that mental conflict card back up in the upright because I'm feeling like you're overcoming that mental conflict energy, but you may be in that energy right now. It feels very actually Aquarian, which is again the reading that I just did, very 2 of Swords, okay? With the obstacles and challenges, and especially with movement, choices, and decisions here with the red border, you have foundations and achievements also coming up in the reverse, okay? Notice that they're actually, I'm sensing and feeling a very happy or like positive outcome. I just feel like right now it may not seem so sure or certain, okay? And these obstacles and challenges may in fact have to do with your foundation, okay? Your home, your family, your friendship, your relationship, as well as your achievements, okay? Personal as well as professional. And you may be having a hard time seeing right now everything that you actually do have and that you've been able to build. Sometimes when you're having trouble seeing, I guess, what would be the blessings in your life, a gratitude list can really help with that, okay? So if that's something that you're struggling with, perhaps that's something that you want to try to employ, okay? Now, once you sort of, it's really a shift in perspective here that's going on, right? And sometimes that can be the most, that can have the most profound impact as a simple shift in perspective. So once you sort of have that mental conflict breakthrough here, you have the number 6, victory and success. And I believe this card also came up in the Aquarius reading just now. Again, looks a little bit like that Fool energy, sort of dancing on a cliff, but it's very celebratory, okay? Understanding that life is going to have ebbs and flows. It's like, I feel really good and I'm really proud of where I've gotten and where I'm going. It has that sort of energy or feel to it. So in regards to how it is that you're thinking about things, the decisions that you're choosing to make, be it about work, be it about relationships, what have you, this is reminding you to choose wisely, okay? And I think I'm going to read for that card as well because I try to think of the ones that like really stand out and help me. I mean, all of them do. This is a great deck and a great guidebook. But yeah, those 2 cards, the mental conflict and this number 7, choose wisely, I feel like are particularly important for y'all right now. So it says this card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energies, and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful, but there's a decision to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you are in control and responsible for all the choices you make. Take time to think, analyze, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured, and don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise, or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. As I was reading that, I can't even remember the last time that I used this deck in the readings, but I vaguely recall that I think maybe it came out for you at that time too, Taurus. It was probably at least a few months ago, but it felt like I kind of had like deja vu. Okay, so let's get your mediumship, let's get your oracle guidance, which is going to be Talking to Heaven mediumship cards. Okay, and these can be messages from your higher self, messages from other souls, other people that you're connected to, but perhaps not in communication with or not in close proximity to here on the earth plane. Or it can be messages from loved ones or ancestors who have passed on or are passing. Okay, so this is the 4th reading that I'm doing so far for these mid-months, and I've used this mediumship deck for all of them. All of them have primarily felt like the latter, right? So messages from a departed loved one or ancestor, okay? And I'm getting the same sense with you as well, Taurus. So what are the messages? Okay, you have nothing to feel guilty about. I look at that. I love this card too because it's like Stairway to Heaven. It actually, the imagery on this card looks like, you know, all cards have like imagery on the back and they look very similar, which reminds me of how we mirror each other in relationships. And again, a lot of iteration of the number 2, okay? And this person's also letting you know that they have become one of your guides there. Very beautiful. Okay, let me read from the book from this, and then I will close out the reading. Let me find the page. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Oh, I love this. Okay, it says, sweetheart, I see you torturing yourself with what if, questions concerning my life, health, and passing. You wonder whether you could have intervened so that I'd still be in my physical body. I am standing next to you right now to soothe away these thoughts. It's so important for you to understand that you did nothing wrong, that my physical passing was divinely timed, and that you couldn't have changed anything. Please don't burden yourself with guilt any longer. Guilt is a complete waste of your earthly time, which is meant to be used in service of love. Guilt doesn't undo anything. I have forgiven myself for everything that I think I did or didn't do, but in the end, I learned that everything's already forgiven, and I pray that you also forgive yourself because you are so very loved and understood. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so Taurus, I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can also, if this is YouTube, hit the notifications button to be alerted when I post readings again for next month and beyond. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website. Any other questions, feel free to let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye.